It's week 3 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Lions and the Chiefs coming up next.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out and take the ball away from the other team and give you a few extras.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Chiefs, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He's got his target. It's Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They'll take this to the 46.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Humphries.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A good pickup there, a 22. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
On third down, Mack. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Chiefs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open target, here's Matthews. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Mack. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Operating from the gun, Mack. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On fourth down, Mack. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's man.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing again, Mack. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. To throw on third down, Mack. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Haynes.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Mack. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, Mack. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. red zone now. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one caught by Davis. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. In motion, the tight end. A final shot before break. Mack airs this out for Matthews. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Room here to run. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Well, we get our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. The Eagles looking to...
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Haynes, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And quickly they get to the line. Off the play fake, Mack. He's got a man, it's his fullback. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Back to throw. Mack. He finds his man complete. That's Haynes. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side, caught by Matthews.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Up the middle they go. It's Haynes.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and
1. Looking to throw. Mack. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just short.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's man. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lawrence. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Come on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And Matthews makes the grab. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mack. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, And how about him culminating with a pick six?
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
So the Chiefs now down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Operating from the gun, Mack. His throw incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On first and 10, Mack forced out to his left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
18 runners, 19 tights.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Defense.
So the holding. Offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Mack. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Interference. Offense.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he shifts past him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.